So we're out here today on the Mule Deer Grind with the brand new weapon DLC that just released this morning, the Pump Flip and Fire Pack. Now, not only did a new DLC release this morning, but I'm sure you guys are aware that also there's a whole list of bug fixes that I could literally read through for hours. And also, there's some changes with the Bighorn sheep, and the Mule Deer got new Tru-Racs. I could not be more excited for this, guys. This is literally what I needed. Calling me right back to the Mule Deer Grind. That definitely gives me a reason to come out here and try to find a diamond today. Because from what I've seen with creators in early access, they look absolutely amazing. So starting off with the brand new Frost 257. These are the soft point bullets. I do not have this weapon customized yet, so this is just how the weapon looks. Base game, as you get it out of the DLC, this is a pump action. And it's pretty much, from what I've heard, a beefed up 243. Look at that rack. Now that looks so much more like a mule deer than it did before. Kind of quartering to us a little bit here. Let me try to sneak a shot in there. That is dropping him down. So we had to have got something good there, and he's gonna go down right there. Let me try to get, I guess, this one as well. That hit him. Now, I don't know if that was vital or not. If anything, it was far forwards. He isn't going down yet, so we'll have to go see what happened there, but being a class 2-6 rifle and mule deer being class 5, from 150 meters away, I mean, really good performance on that one. Already, just running up to this thing, I can see it. The color in those antlers is so much more realistic. I'm fortunate enough to have a buck right here next to me in my office, and even though it's not a mule deer, it's still very, very, very similar. How the antlers get darker, down at the base of the antlers, and then it just kind of slowly gets lighter and lighter until you get up to the tip. You know, even in these little middle tines here. It's not a big buck by any means, but I mean, look at all the detail. That is just, oh my goodness. I would love to see that. Oh, that is so much more noticeable. Now, my question is do the diamonds in the lodge automatically switch over to this rack, or are they going to be unique to the old rack system? That would be very, very cool. Now, I don't know how accurate that cone is, but single lung there. And from 135 meters, the penetration is not very good. We weren't able to clip that heart, but I mean, that's a lot to go through for any round. Had to get all the way through all that flesh right there, which on a mule deer, that's pretty chunky. Through that upper leg bone, and then it did make it into the lungs, so that's really all that matters. $898, that is going to be the soft point bullets. Let's go find another mule deer, hopefully a bigger one, and let's try it with the Palmer tip bullets. Look at this, guys. Rocky Mountain Bighorn Sheep. What does that mean? Like, why would they rename the Bighorn Sheep? Do we have like a Bighorn Sheep Great One or something coming in the future? Is there going to be a new Bighorn Sheep subspecies? I've heard some things around the community about maybe there being like, that's a decent buck right there. Very, very noticeably different wonky rack out there than the typical level 4 rack that you'd see. I've heard some things about maybe there being something to do with like a desert Bighorn Sheep or something over in Rancho. I don't know, definitely something to look forward to in the future, but from 310 meters. I mean, technically this gun does 0 to 300. Let's see if we can get a lung from all the way over here. It's perfectly broadside. Ooh, it's gonna move. That rack is so much noticeably different. I mean, look at that left side compared to the right side. That is incredible. Let me grab this 22 real quick. We're gonna talk about this here in a little bit. This is probably my favorite gun in the entire DLC. It's gonna make him turn, and I felt decent about that. He is dropping already. That is insane. That was with the Palmer tip bullets this time. And that is going to bring down our mule deer. Let me go over there and take a look at him. And also, I mean, this is the first ever pump action rifle in the game. The fact that we can do this with a class 3-6 is amazing. I love it, guys. I love it. Honestly, if you guys seen my first video about this DLC, you would remember that I was not very excited for this DLC. And there's something very, very, very specific that made me change my mind on this DLC that we're going to talk about later on. And honestly, it's probably deserving of its own video alone. So clearly Vital Blood there. He's like a completely different deer on one side. Even like the overall girth of the antler on the left side, his right, is so much different. The antler on the right here, like the coloration and everything is different. This looks like a real mule deer. Oh my gosh, that was double lung. From 300 meters, that was double lung. That is insane. That was from the Palmer tip bullets. He was pretty much perfectly broadside. We put it right here. It hit right where I wanted it to. Honestly, if he was standing still and we aimed right here, right above that leg bone, we probably could have went right over that leg bone and got double lung heart there. Let me go try to find one last mule deer. I'm gonna try to find a diamond if I can, but no promises. And then I'm gonna try to get to like 150, somewhere around there, and we're gonna try to drop him. But I mean, even in the harvest screen, look at that. The detail in the antlers. The mule deer needed this so badly. I don't really know why they didn't do this along with the fur remake in the last update. Maybe they just didn't have enough time, but hey, we got it now. And they look freaking amazing, my friends. Well, that's not a diamond, but it's not a bad one either. He's out there exactly 150, I believe. Try to sneak that right in there. I felt really, really good about that, but I think once again, that was either double or single lung. Alright, well, it's getting dark, but clearly vital blood there. And oh my gosh, walking up on this thing already. Man, that coloration is just, it's so realistic. You know what we really need is a whitetail Tru-Rac remodel with this level of detail. All the little bumps and stuff around the base is all so realistic, and all the little fine lines and stuff. It's unique from one rack to another thanks to the Tru-Rac system. Now, you'll never find a rack that's exactly the same. As for this guy, he's going to score 289.75, and he is relatively even. I believe that right side is slightly different. What looks different here? Got those real wide, tall forks in the back there. Tines that stick off. Honestly, I think that right side might be just slightly bigger than the left. But oh my gosh, just that rack with the new fur is amazing. Just the fur in the ears, around the snout, the freaking eyes. That looks so much more like a mule deer than it did 6 months ago. Thank you, EW. You are amazing. Single lung from 144 meters, as I suspected. Almost got that heart there, actually. If we were slightly lower, we might have. I think it's very capable of that. Wow. Very impressed. Not even with just the mule deer, but the 257. For being a class 3 to 6, I mean, that's pretty dang good. Or actually, no, I lied. It's a class 2 to 6. You can shoot a fox with this thing. Alright, well, that's not a bad bull elk over there. I'd really like to take that down with the OG 300 here that I did bring with us today. That is, if my dog stops walking in front of my gun. Just for funsies, we got this, decent sized level 4 there. Might as well. Figured why not. I'm out here now looking for dusky grouse, and, well, that's not going very well so far. I haven't seen a single one, but yet when I'm not trying to hunt them, they're absolutely everywhere. I feel like they're more on this left-hand corner of the map, so I think I'm going to go over there here in a little bit, because I see them like crazy when I'm over there mule deer grinding. But I mean, to talk about this brand new 22 mag, at first I was almost certain this was going to be a 5-round 22 mag, and to be honest, I wasn't very excited about it. In fact, I was kind of disappointed, because we already have a couple 22s in the game, but what we don't have is a 22 mag that is a 10-round lever action. Let me say that again, 10-round lever action rifle. This is going to 100% replace the variant 22 for me. This is exactly what we needed, a more powerful 10-round 22 Magnum, guys. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, I believe that I'm going to make a whole video just on this gun alone, because this gun is awesome. I love the 22 Magnum. It's such a good caliber IRL, and I would assume, considering that it's a 10-round rifle, that it's going to be a really good rifle in the game. Alright, well, no surprise, this guy didn't make it very far at all. Single lung there from the OG 300. 380.36. I will most definitely take that. It's always nice to take down an elk. The new elk are just such beautiful species. Every single chance I get, I want to take one down. Because yes, I am lucky enough to have 2 diamonds, but I still do not have a rare Manitoban elk. So yeah, we're going to need to change that sometime soon. Alright, well, as I mentioned, the left side of the map's definitely going to be a lot better for dusky grouse. As soon as I spawn in, there's already one out there, and I believe that's actually diamond potential. Perfect opportunity for the new 22 here. Now he's about 120 to 180 out. The new 22 zeros to 50, 100, and 150. So this should be relatively accurate here. We got another one out there, but 190. I'm going to go ahead and drop a shot into this one, and then I think I'm going to swing over and try to get the other. That's going to drop him. That sound is just, it feels wrong. I feel like I'm shooting it with a 243 or something. We got another one over there. Look at that reload animation. So freaking sick. And just overall, I mean, the gun is so good looking. And you know, the fact that I can go shoot a red fox with this here in a few minutes, or a raccoon or something, and I just smoked a dusky grouse with it, a couple dusky grouse actually, is concerning to me. Like I said, I feel like I'm just shooting dusky grouse with the 243 or something, but it's fully ethical. From what I've heard throughout the community, the sound compared to the 22 Hornet and the 22 LR, it's like right in between. It's not quite as loud as the 22 Hornet, but it's clearly louder than the variant, so. As for this guy, he's going to be a brown plumage there, 136.57. And we got him in the intestines, but straight through the bird, no issues whatsoever. $1,000 there. That was with the hollow point ammo. So we are going to try the jacketed hollow point ammo as well. But I mean, pretty dang good performance, my friends. Absolutely decimated this one as well. I believe this would be the slate gray plumage, yep. These birds are just so beautiful. This is not rare, this is just uncommon. $1,066 there. Double lung on that one, double lung hard actually. Straight through the bird, once again, absolutely decimated. Guys, this gun is going to be so good for maps like Selswiesen, maps like Reventuli. Like I said, it's to the point where I think Friday's video is going to be maybe a Selswiesen run, maybe a Reventuli run, who knows. Okay guys, so we're back here in the Hirschfelden shooting range, just to be out here and try to mess around with these weapons a little bit. I think I'm going to pop up the 50-meter targets first, as I want to try out the 410 because we really haven't focused on that gun that much. I think as for the 22, I am going to wait until the next episode, which is going to be focused directly on this weapon, to try out the jacketed hollow point bullets over in Selswiesen. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get all zeroed up to 50 meters. I'm going to put it right on the red dot there. And that was with the slug. Not gonna lie, pretty dang accurate. Let me reload that and try it one more time. Oh, I forgot the, you have unlimited ammo when you're in here. Let's take a shot at number 4 this time. Okay, a little bit up and to the right. Still a kill shot, though. And then lastly, let's take a shot at this number 8. Put it right about as perfect as I can get it. Okay. That was Bubba Bingo right there, my friends. Right on the money. Now, if I switch over to the birdshot, we kind of already know what this is going to do because 410 birdshot already existed prior to this update. But just for fun, let me reset this. How do you even... Oh, this must be it. Reset personal score. There we go. We're going to aim at number 8. And... You know, not a bad spread. That's a kill shot. Most definitely. We got some right on the money there, but, I mean, we got one all the way down into the 3 rings, so... Could be better, but definitely not that bad. Let's take one more shot at number 7 here. Just like so. Maybe aiming slightly higher that time. And I think that time we got kind of a wider spread. We got 1 pellet right on the bullseye there. 4 of them kind of below it. And then the rest are just kind of randomly around for more damage, let's just say. But realistically, I mean, the only ones that are going to hit, to say, for example, I don't know, a grouse, any duck that you're going to be shooting with 410 birdshot, you're going to need to be in that, I would say, depending on what you're shooting, at least, at the very, very least, in that number 6 ring there on the target. And I will say, I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of the 10 pellets in that number 6 ring, so not bad at all. Am I still going to use the Cacciatore? Yes. Why? Because this is a single shot. But hey, still very, very cool to see. And then lastly, we're going to switch over to the buckshot here. As for like the bullet, it's literally just the same animation. No differences whatsoever there. It's just going to be the overall statistics that are different. I swear, this dog has a death wish. Alright, we're going to aim at the number 4 here. You can go like that. And then that's where, yeah, that's where buckshot comes into play right there. Not the best whatsoever. But I mean, a whitetail from 50 meters... That's a kill shot, but he's gonna run a few hundred meters. Considering that there's only 5 pellets, and only 4 of the 5 hit inside of that 6 ring. Realistically, a whitetail, you're probably gonna want to just, you know, hit the target in general. That's about the size of a whitetail being broadside. But I mean, from 50 meters... Not terrible. Not terrible by any means, I'll give it that. Am I gonna use it? Probably not. I don't know, like I said, maybe I'll shoot a fox or something with it, but... Alright, I've been wanting to do this all day. We're going to go ahead and pop up the 150 meter targets right there. We're going to test out the accuracy on this brand new 257. Aiming for the number 8 target. Here we go. Absolutely perfect. That's what I'm talking about right there, guys. Let's see if we can get it again. Once again, absolutely perfect. And once again, absolutely perfect. And once again, absolutely perfect. And you can just keep going. Guys, we've needed a pump action for so long in this game. I have to say, I mean, I wasn't very excited about it right at first, but now that I'm actually in game with it, I really, really like this rifle, and I think this is probably going to replace the Quist Reaper for me, in all honesty. At least for now, because it's new, and I mean, it's a freaking pump action, and you could just hit bullseye after bullseye after bullseye with ease. I think I honestly might do some of my fox grind with this gun. And then lastly, you gotta love it, the 10 round 22 mag. You gotta love it, man. I found a bug to where you can't, like, rapidly fire it inside of the shooting range. I don't really know what's going on there, but hey, with every update comes more bugs, right? For some reason, if I shoot, bullseye, let's freaking go. And then I try to shoot again, it doesn't shoot. I have to exit the scope, click the reload button, it chambers another round. It plays the sound effect for when he's taking that, pipe for pushing the bullets down out of the gun. So yeah, just don't shoot it in the shooting range, and it's a pretty dang good gun. This gun is gonna be so much fun, guys. I can tell you right now, this is gonna be so much freaking fun for Sceudule. Now, the fact I can just clip a red fox, turn around, and then clip a black grouse it's concerning, guys. EW should not have given this gun to me. Well, technically, they didn't give it to me. I bought it off of them because I'm not an official Call of the Wild creator. Thank EW for that, but hey, it was a mistake making it, to say the least. Red foxes are gonna see better days. But hey, if you guys did in fact enjoy this video, definitely let me know down below by smashing that like button and subscribing, as it is much appreciated. More videos coming soon on the new DLC. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be using this 22 in my main loadout for probably like the rest of eternity, so yeah, be prepared for that. Chances are I'm gonna end up shooting a Great One Fox with it if I ever spawn one. All 3 of the guns in that DLC I can shoot it with, so maybe I'll let you guys decide, as long as it's not the 410. I think I already know what you guys are gonna pick. But hey, I appreciate you all watching to this point in the video. As always, my name is Squid, you're watching Squidster Outdoors, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, gamers.